For Asterion, I've gone with the Harlequin black and white to give him the sort of the pale look again. And Karlach, I've stuck with the blue, the dark blue. Honestly, I don't love the look of this armor on her. I don't think it really suits her, but it's the best I've got for her for now. Oh. Place is unloaded. There's a secret way down there. Or is that... No, that's the way I came up. Never mind. Yeah, the walls have unloaded, but there is an exclamation mark over my head. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to rest again? I don't want to miss out on these things, but it's annoying how much I'm having to sleep. Nope, didn't mean to press that. Ah, Asterion. Oh, of course. The blood woman. So, I guess... Are we going to be able to find out what he actually thinks of being a vampire? That's pretty cool.
The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. It isn't like me. Not like me at all. I was being too... precious, wasn't I? We could have used her potion. A moment of unpleasantry doesn't matter if there's a fine reward. I should have just gritted my teeth as always. And let her... have me. For a bit.
Why has she upset you so much? It makes me sad to hear you talk about yourself like that. This isn't really like you. It's done now, let's not dwell on it. Interesting. Right. So it might not be that he hates his vampiric nature and therefore refuses to spread it, and it might be more that he felt she wanted to use him, which is a big trigger for him. Why has she upset you so much?
There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? Having been through all I have, you damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again.
Ah, okay. Wow. You have so much more than your looks going for you. I'm too pretty is a bit of a sore complaint. Have you even enjoyed having sex in the last few decades? Our lives are on the line here. Take every advantage we can get. So was she actually flirting with him? I honestly thought that she just wanted him to bite her and that was it, but you have so much more than your looks going for you.
I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace. I have bedded thousands of people.
Wow.
Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. It should have been so easy to let the drow use me for her fantasy, but perhaps, you showed me I have enough strength. I don't need to.
That is really sweet. Wow, I really feel like Asterion and I have turned a corner. You aren't a slave now, you're free, and I would never ask you to. You may have to. You have a great power over people. You should see it as a strength, not a weakness. I want to say the first two, both of them. You aren't a slave now, Asterion. You're free.
I can stop using myself. Stop being used. It isn't worth the scars anymore.
Huh. Okay. Well.
Best be on my way.
Yeah. Let's see if anyone has anything to say about any of this.
I don't believe it.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change.
Sorry,
Let them carry thee.
I didn't realise that was a new thing.
No!
Ah.
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Balance.
They're dead. I can't. Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours too.
Where did that come from?
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here.
Where will she go? Why did I get her powers? Just by proximity to her losing some control. Where will she go then? Why not? I'm not sending her out there alone. Fine by me. Why not? I'm not sending her out there alone.
Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break. Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. The weave knows thy purpose. It will guide thee, if thou dost listen.
Yeah, listen to Bone Man. He knows what he's talking about. You can trust Withers. If he says you'll be safe, you should believe him. I'm sorry, I wish it could be different. I'm not making you go away. I'm not going to make you go away. I feel like if I go with the I'm not going to make you go away, then Withers... I do think Withers is right. You can trust Bone Man. If he says you'll be safe, you should believe him.
You feel her grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
What?
It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be alright.
I feel he just pulled some mind trickery on her. Like, it's actually making me think of bloody Jean Grey and the Phoenix and Professor X being like, well, I mean, you have an uncontrollable power, so I'm just going to, like, there you go. Now you won't think about it that way, and no one will get hurt by it. I feel like that was not the healthiest thing for her. But, like, that whole bit of, oh, is that my future? Is that why my parents died? I love it. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Feels really weird. Withers encouraged Arabella to learn the ways of the weave. She left to find her own way in the world. And Shadow Blade Ring, one of the relics of Deep Dura's rebellious children, long ago in a foreboding realm called Hammergrim. Great name. Deep Dura, daughter of the dower god Lagorda, sired a great many heirs to her twisted corundum throne. Okay. Shadow Blade. Is that the power I gained? A ring that lets me cast one spell? Tell me about Shadow Blade. Psychic short sword that deals 2 to 16 damage. Okay. That's not... What else have I got? Mage's Ring and Light Cantrip. I mean, I still don't need Light Cantrip, but I'm still wearing it for plot reasons, but... Okay. Can Shadowheart use that? Light damage. Oh, right. While illuminated. Radiant Orb. And Radiant Damage. Okay, yeah, there's no chance I'm getting rid of either of them. What's this? Oh, the Spellcrux Amulet. I forgot I had that.
If Bowman says I'll be alright, I'll be alright. I just wish... I wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here.
Were. I mean, it hurts. I know it does, but you'll feel better in time. You've been so strong. They'd be so proud of you. I'm definitely not even reading that third one. You've been so strong. They'd be so proud of you.
I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
Ignore the teleporting dog. He does that.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
He actually seems much happier to see me. That's nice. What is our
Keep your distance
status now? Where is that? Oh, here. He is neutral of me. She is exceptional, thrilled with and very easily convinced.
What's the story?
Very good. I still find it bizarre that Shadowheart likes me more than my girlfriend does. Not sure how to feel about that. Halsin likes me, and Gale is possibly even higher than Shadowheart. Wow, okay. I guess I have to sleep now. I can't come back out of this. That's a shame. But okay. Right. Where was I? Well, I came out of there. Oh, right. So, oh. Okay. So the bodies are carried up or down. I'd say carried up by the look of it, the smears. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not good with blood spatter analysis. Is it just the main room that I've missed? It is. So there are two, at least one other way down still. But let's go check out these suspect noises. Actually, there's a second thing. What's that? Tarv. Tarv. Isn't that the oh no, Tav. Tav is the name of the like the representative of like the player. They're just called Tav. Armor to the absolute.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
He looks really weird with the moustache. Karlach, who's Flo? What did this person want with Karlach? Enough to trade. Karlach, who's Flo?
Florenta the Garotta.
Oh.
A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend.
Huh.
That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me.
Is she a threat? If she rears her head, we'll handle her. What does she want with you? Is she a threat?
Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Apparently I rolled something there. We shouldn't take anything offered by a devil too risky. I mean, at this point, like, what is the harm in taking them? Like, the favor isn't our favor? Oh, then again, the way you phrased it would have been ambiguous. I don't use them, so we shouldn't take anything offered by a devil too risky.
Cambion? But you're right. Then again, they could really come in handy.
I mean, if Karlach seems okay with it, she's the expert, so let's have the soul coins then.
Sure. But she did have a condition.
Okay, there it is.
For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not?
No, we're not playing her little game.
All right.
Oh.
Suit yourself. Have a trade or whatever. Then, let's get out of here.
What?
She said Karlach might say that. And she said to let her have it her own way. You can take a look at the rest of my lot if you like. Got good weapons in search of a worthy wielder.
Why did Karlach disapprove of that? Oh, this person has done this thing which gives me a slight bonus in exchange for feeling like utter shit. You have 4 soul coins. I haven't used them. And you're like, no, I want to feel like shit. Is she trying to punish herself? Or does she actually think that was it just because I disagreed with her? I'm sorry I don't want you feeling like shit. Maybe I'm a bad girlfriend for that. Oh, the rolling I'm doing could be the eyes, trying to see wrath. Titan string bow. This weapon deals additional damage equal to your strength modifier. That I'm going to buy for Lae'zel. Whoa, +2 constitution. Okay, that is actually tempting. While raging, they gain 2 wrath. What's wrath? +1 to melee. Okay, that's tempting. I'm also curious about this fist breaker helm. +1 to spell save DC, and you gain +1 to initiative. What am I wearing? I'm wearing arcane acuity. Yeah, that's sort of useful. And she's wearing a thing that deals radiant damage. That's much better for her. But that could work for, what's his name, Gale. But it doesn't say what it counts at, because that says medium armor, for example, but that doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, and then I'm going to buy this and the armor and see how it all works. I'm still annoyed that Karlach was annoyed.
Better hope you can handle what I've...
Yeah, it seems it's not a like armor or anything, even though it says helm. But okay. Spell save DC, that would be useful for... Ooh, it looks like crap. I just love the way she looks with this. I love her hair, so I want to keep that, even if it's better. Alright, I'm going to send this to Gale. Well, actually, no, I'm going to see about this, because I might reload if... So, let's see. This is 20 down to 17 AC. I mean, that suits her a lot more. God, I really wish I'd spoken to this guy before I spent a load of money and stuff on the previous. So -3 AC, but improves her constitution, increasing her health up to 100 and gives her 9 extra health. And while raging, the wearer generates 2 turns. Does that mean when it first rages, or while raging you constantly have 2 wrath? Because that's, again, a really weird way to phrase it. The wearer generates 2 turns of wrath. Can I test it? Nope, you got to be in combat. Like, the extra 2 AC is pretty good, but I still think the Radiant Shockwave is better. It's just such a good ability on her that I don't think I want the extra 2 AC. And now it's just a question of which is better, the +2 con. But then again, it's not strength, it's just con, isn't it? Without it, she's got... Oops, I'm so sorry, Karlach. Wow, okay. Briefly saw her naked there, censoring that. Sorry, Karlach. Always replace armor with armor, I got it. Yeah, so that... She normally has a con of 16. But is that vital? I mean, she's a barbarian and they use it, but she uses her strength more. And if she's got a high AC, then she doesn't need the extra 9 health. You know, I'm having an extra 2... Sorry, what is it? An extra 3 AC, a 15% chance, approximately, you know, give or take. But it's about a 15% difference in being hit. I'd say that's worth having 9 lower HP. And the Wrath, +1 to damage for every turn. So depending on how that works, either... And if I had to guess, I would say that it works like you constantly have Wrath. That's because while raging, you have 2 turns of Wrath. So after you finish raging, the Wrath lasts for 2 turns, and then it's gone. That's how I would interpret this. So that means all of your melee attacks... All of your melee attacks have a +2 to damage while raging, in addition to the normal buff that raging gives, which is an additional 3. So, I don't know. I don't think that's worth it. I think it's better to have the higher AC, so I'm going to reload and then repurchase. As the 2 things I'm buying are the bow and the helmet, I'm actually going to...
Better hope you can handle one.
I'm going to bugger off, and I'm going to go get Lae'zel and Gale and come back. I think that did a significant chunk. That's sort of really irritating.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
times. Maybe it's the case of, you know, it's not nice to overrule someone, but I still don't know why she was so pissed off about me saying, don't let someone make you feel like shit. Like, and frankly, soul coins are conceptually awful things.
Go ahead.
So maybe it's a case that she feels like she's already... I don't know. She's already accepted that she's doing terrible things, and therefore the tiny... And it is a minuscule bonus it gives. It's like an extra 2 damage or something per hit. It's virtually nothing. I don't mean to do that.
Careful, I bite.
Like, why would that be worth burning...
Efforts, but
Sister,
rather simple getting here
pray
in the
with
end,
me
wasn't
while we
it?
wait.
The obstacles ahead of us promise to be higher
I
still,
never learned the words.
which will make the pleasure of overcoming them
She
all
gives
the
them
more
to you
potent.
fully formed. Can you hear her?
Yeah, maybe she's like accepted that take any small advantage you can get, because, you know, that's what she's sort of told us about.
If you have coin, then show it.
Sorry, speak to
Things
Eve.
have stayed interesting.
If you have coin, then
What do you have to
show
offer?
it.
Not going to pick a fight here. Right, Lae'zel with the bow deals additional damage equal to the strength modifier. Why is that not showing up then as higher damage? It does this. It's like it's the same with Eve and her new robe. It doesn't always show equipment doing the damage right. Either that, or it's still showing... I mean, that says equipped by Lae'zel, but then it's like... oh, now it's showing Lae'zel. It's weird. It's a bit buggy sometimes. See, it's showing Eve again. Could you please show me Lae'zel? Thank you. She's got a +5 to strength, so I have to assume that this will actually do. It says 3 to 10, but if I balance and equip it, and then that's... It's not showing it. Additional damage equal to your strength modifier, and yet doesn't show it. So that should logically do 8 to 15 damage, which is much better. And I will also sell that. Gale is currently not wearing anything on his head, so this is a straight improvement. So, stick that on. Okay. Cool, job done.
Get moving.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go switch back. Or maybe Karlach should take a break. I don't know, I want Karlach there, but she's pissed off at me and I'm a bit pissed off at her. So I don't know if I want her there right now. Damn, Lae'zel looks pretty cool with that bow. That is an impressive looking longbow.
Darling?
Maybe she isn't that pissed off. So you had a friend in Avernus. You never said.
You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it.
So,
I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends.
she gave you a note. Did she? No, she didn't. A leopard can't change its spots. Pity. Sounds like she meant something to you in whatever small way you do with real friends now, me for one. She left you a note, apparently, that I didn't know about and no one mentioned. What did it say?
Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious.
Okay. Pity. Sounds like she meant something to you in whatever small way.
I guess she did. Much as it makes me want to puke to admit it. Devils, you know. Fucking devils. They really screw with you, don't they?
Does she have a note on her? No, she doesn't. Weird. I bet the note is something like, "Oh, I miss you. It's been so lonely here without you. Why don't you come back?" or something like that. Or, and I'm not, you know, I'm not leaning too much into this because I don't want to seem like the jealous girlfriend. Or they were a bit of a couple. I don't know. I don't think so, because I feel Karlach would admit that even if we are dating. I feel like she's the kind of person who'd be upfront about it, but yeah, I kind of want Karlach there.
Darling?
Alright, let's see what we can do about this upstairs thing then. There's a ladder here that is not marked as red.